Earlier this year, CBS 4 News produced a half-hour special called The Business of Lobster, which explored how the commercial fishing industry in the Florida Keys was saved in recent years when China began importing live Florida lobsters.
Now, the high prices the Chinese are willing to pay meant most of the lobster caught in Florida was ultimately shipped to China. But now the growing trade war with China is threatening to throw the Keys fishing industry into total disarray. CBS 4's Jim DeFede is here with the very latest.
In Marathon, thousands of lobster traps are waiting to be dropped in the water for the start of next month's lobster season. Typically, for commercial fishermen like Gary Nichols, this is a time of hopeful anticipation, but these are not typical days.
Starting to get a little scary.
9 years ago, Nichols saw the price of lobster drop to $3 a pound, and he nearly lost everything. Then along came the Chinese, who started buying as much lobster as they could get their hands on, shipping it live to China.
We've been very fortunate over the last several years with the Chinese market.
At its height, lobster prices hit $24 a pound. In recent years, it has settled to an average price of $10. But now the trade war threatens everything.
If we go back down without this Chinese market, we're looking at a lobster price that's, down there in the $5, $6 range, which just doesn't pay the bills. And with the fuel cost increasing, the labor cost increasing, and running these businesses, it's going to be a real struggle. I mean, especially coming off a hurricane season where we lost $1 million, and it's going to take years to rebuild after this storm.
Today, a new storm approaches.
We can't continue to allow China to rape our country, and that's what they're doing. It's the greatest theft in the history of the world.
As a candidate, Trump regularly blasted China, accusing its leaders of taking advantage of the United States. And as president, he promised action, declaring on Twitter, trade wars are good and easy to win. In March, Trump hit China with a tariff on steel and aluminum. China responded with $3 billion in tariffs on items such as nuts and sparkling wine. In April, Trump hit China again with an additional $34 billion in tariffs on Chinese-made computers, dishwashers, and medical devices, among other things. Those tariffs go into effect today. China immediately fired back with $34 billion on U.S. goods, including soybeans, poultry, pork, and beef. Those tariffs will also go into effect today. And tucked into the list of 545 products were lobsters, whether they come from Florida or Maine, and whether they are live, frozen, or processed.
I was really praying that that wasn't going to occur, and at this moment, I don't know what's going to happen. We're all just in limbo.
To stay competitive, Florida lobstermen are going to have to drop their prices. Otherwise, buyers in China will simply start purchasing lobster from Australia, Brazil, or Nicaragua.
I'm just hoping our president can resolve this little trade war that he's got going.
Jeff Kramer is a longtime Keys commercial fisherman who operates a fish house in Marathon. He buys lobster from as many as 20 different boat captains and then sells them to the Chinese brokers.
A lot of us voted for him, and maybe this will work out in the long run, but for the short term, it's going to really devastate us.
So how are you feeling about Trump now?
Let's see what happens. He got Rocket Man to back down. Let's see if he can get the Chinese president to back down.
Gary Nichols also voted for Trump and is standing by him.
I think he's doing a good job. I really do. He's a smart man. He's a lot smarter than I am, and he's a businessman that makes a lot of money. I just hope some of these little guys like ourselves with little family businesses, I just hope maybe he sees something. They even thought about writing him a letter, trying to be more one-on-one with him and get him to see what, who's affected.
Both Nichols and Kramer said they understand why the president is engaging in this fight.
Maybe it'll give us a helping hand because we've been at a disadvantage. Now we're at more of a disadvantage.
Hey, Larry, how you doing?
Good.
This is the head guy I've been telling you about. He's the biggest lobster buyer in the United States.
We first met Larry Yee earlier this year. He is one of several brokers who buy lobster in the United States and then sells it to eager buyers in China.
Everything looks good until this tariff came in.
We spoke to Yee as he was on his way to China to try and renegotiate his prices with his distributors and buyers.
Right now, we don't know what to expect.
Yee said China has always treated the U.S. unfairly. For instance, China places a 17% tax and duty on lobster imported from the United States. It's a fee other countries don't pay.
Why 17%? We shouldn't pay them at all.
And as part of his business, Yi imports fish and crabs from China to the United States.
There's no taxes here. No import taxes, no duty, no nothing. But for our goods to go into China, yes, there's taxes, there's duty, and now tariff. It's insane.
In the meantime, Nichols never thought his family's fate could be tied to the outcome of a global trade war. It's taught him a valuable lesson.
Sooner or later, it does trickle down to the little guy. And we are the little guys, but we support this country. We feed a lot of people in this nation, but maybe we all need to back down, take some tax off, and let's just do business.
So, Jim, it sounds from your story a lot of these guys supported President Trump. Are they willing to see how far this goes?
You know, it's interesting. I've been watching a lot of the reports around the country, you know, whether it's soybean farmers, corn farmers, or the lobster fishermen. Many of them voted for Donald Trump. They seem to all be saying, we're with him, but you can see a little doubt in their voices. What's it going to be like 2, 3, 4 months from now when it's really beginning to affect their bottom line?
Well, Larry, you and your story kind of highlighted that there is maybe some unfairness on China's side. A lot of people agree with that and say something like this does need to happen. Is there a possibility this could work out? You know, that's the really interesting question here, and it's something I wasn't aware of. You're absolutely right. The president is right in this one regard. China has treated the United States unfairly. The question becomes how you approach this then. And a lot of the criticism of the president's strategy is that if you were going to focus your attention on trying to resolve trade differences with China, which there are many, and China does take advantage of the U.S., then maybe it wasn't a good time to also pick fights with Canada, with the European Union, with Mexico. You know, if you were going to try to have a strategy where you're going to go to war, you don't want to go to war with everybody. You want to sort of pick one person, one battle at a time, and if they had been unified and going against China, it might have worked out. As it is now, it's hard to sort of see how this works its way through because we don't have Europe, Canada, or Mexico, or any of the Latin American countries on our side in this fight. In fact, we're fighting them as well.
In the meantime, it's affecting a lot of people, not just in Florida, but in many other parts of the country. Jim, thank you for that report.